Alright, here we go. Oxygen not included. Got the burrow going on. It's one I've been playing for a little bit, and it's coming along quite nicely. There was a couple of updates to some of the mods we had, and I was having issues with my play. I don't know what was wrong with it. I don't know if I just had to restart, so I just started a new map. Welcome, welcome. Just 1 second here. All right. So this is our starting map here. I actually did something a little bit different this time with our auction setup. I just put in a open bottom, so when it produces the auction just flows into our base. So we got a lot of. How did that happen? Just gotta put a big sweep command there. Don't know how that happened. So we have our pump up here to hook up to our hydrogen generators. We actually also have a hydrogen geyser here, which is really nice once we open that up. So I have these three set to only run when the power gets below a certain point. Otherwise I have one generator running the entire time. These were a backup because we were getting really low on power, and I was afraid they wouldn't be able to get back out of the base. So I threw these in as a last minute resort backup. This battery will tell them when to turn off. But if we look at our oxygen overlay, our base is really good. It actually was a small little benefit that these generators were off to the side here. It just pushes the carbon dioxide out that way. We had oxygenated all of this because this was all dug out by dupes without suits. We were still exploring. This base has no thimble reed. So the only way to get our fiber to do this was by getting these Drecos. So we had to get a few Drecos, get them up in here, and they have to be in hydrogen for their coat to grow. That's why I built it in here. We're going to build a proper Dreco farm out here. I want to. Either that or, yeah, I want to build a proper Dreco farm out here because they need mealwood to also turn into plastic. Why is it purple? That's the hydrogen. There's just a whole bunch of hydrogen just sitting in here. Probably because these tanks are probably all full is why. We may have to put a bleed off just to keep the hydrogen from getting into the base because it is getting pretty close to getting out of there. And what sucks is if it gets to these pumps here, excuse me, they weren't there originally. I put them in later when we got our Atmo suits. And then because of how many duplicates we have, the air was getting a little thin down below. So there's also just one vent just to push the air down to the bottom too. We are having trouble with chlorine getting in all the time. I don't know why that is. But we are going to plant a few salt plants that'll eat up that chlorine. Because these tanks right now, it doesn't show anything, but it's on pause and repause. These tanks are actually right full of chlorine. These tanks, I guess they're not all full of hydrogen. That's okay. That's good. They were full before. And here we have the makings of another hot brick. So 128 degrees in here. It's slowly warming up. At the moment, I wanted to make sure that everything stayed up here because that's what I had trouble with last time. I built it all open instead of cutting it in half or opening it up as it heated up. So I'd have a couple of refineries up here turning it into steam, but then the steam would get through all the floors and then turn to water on the bottom, and then I'd have no way of heating it up. It took forever to heat up my last brick. Doing it in half like this seems to be working way nicer. When you're on the auction screen, it should be purple in some places. Oh, this blue here? That just means the air is a little bit thinner there, that's all. It's still breathable. It's still good. It's not weak. If we look at our scale here, yeah, I get this purple here. That's when you start running into trouble. But we got the light blue and the dark blue. We're still good. Yeah, this purple here, that is meaning it's just getting low, which is still okay. We just don't want the red, and for the most part, we aren't working the red. They still can get out over here and deal with this stuff. I'm slowly trying to figure out how to seal that off in a way that doesn't let the duplicates out. Yeah, I had to shave the Dreckles. That's what the shear is in here for. Except we don't have any left. I want to build a real farm so that they can survive. Because right now mealwood can't survive in here. So you have to build it in a certain way to get oxygen in, but keep hydrogen in a certain pocket. We'll have to figure something out. And yeah, there's not much else going on. We have a few iron volcanoes, which we just this is rusting on top. We have so we have a steam turbine to try to keep it somewhat cool in here. It is 107 degrees, but I mean like keep it below 1,000 degrees is what I'm trying to do. We just got a bunch of, if it'll let me zoom out, bunch of dig orders. We still got a fair bit of map we aren't able to see. If it will zoom out eventually. So we just barely made the space. We got all this here. We don't know what's in here yet. We have another iron volcano up here. Yeah, so it's been coming along pretty nicely. We got another event here. We don't know what this is. We actually have 2 carbon dioxide vents. One here and one right here. I don't want to use those. I don't think I'll ever actually need them. And there's also a carbon dioxide geyser here somewhere. Where was that? I don't remember where it was. Well, yeah, we don't need those. We're just gonna maybe eventually get them dug out and just sealed off. But yeah, for the most part, let's just get into it. Our food is doing super amazing. Like, I think we could take on another couple of duplicates if we get our base sort of organized. We are living off of all just stone hatches now. I managed to get rid of the regular hatches. And they're in here all happy. That's one of the issues with this map is there was very little for the way of food. We finally got some food growing here, but why are these all stifled body temperature? Oh, they're just above 30 degrees, but we're trying to cool down the water. We have pipes flowing in here, but our water's up to 37 degrees. The reason being is we are getting it from this salt water here, which is 84 degrees. So I've got pipes in here trying to cool it down. We just can't quite keep up because that cooling loop is actually coming from way over here. It is cooling down these steam turbines, and then it heads into our base, all insulated pipe up to here. And then once it gets into our base, we are trying to cool our entire base as well, off of this one aqua tuner. So yeah, I believe it. I don't know how I screwed that up, but I did. So this here, once I get it hooked up, then it can start putting a little bit of power into our grid as well. But this is dormant. It's not going to run for another 30 cycles. And the iron in here, yeah, it's down to 187 degrees. That's very doable. Except I want to throw in a couple. Are we on granite? Yeah, we are on granite. I'm going to throw in a couple. I'm going to put a high priority on these. A couple of temperature shift plates just to try to eat up the heat a bit more. We got a bunch of mess with like ethanol everywhere because there is a bunch of pockets of ethanol in this map, and we haven't been so careful on dealing with it, but that's okay. Alright, so let's try to deal with this chlorine. Like I said, I just pumped all the chlorine into these two bins, but it's still getting out. And what is going on here? Rotten meal ice. So does that mean there's... Let's look at our germs. No, there's not germs. No, oh, look at materials with gases. There's just little bits of polluted oxygen. And, oh man, that is getting everywhere. What is this sensor set to? Oh, it's because they're competing. Yeah, these are completely full. Oh, they are completely full. Okay, so what we need to do is ventilation. We're gonna have to vent this out. So let's just let's do that. So it comes into I don't know if I'm gonna do this right. I hope I do this right. We put a gas shutoff valve. No, gas shutoff. That's what we want. Right here. So that if these tanks are full, we just put it all into space. So this is going to need power, I'm pretty sure. We got this cable here we can tie into. And it's going to need automation. Now the thing is, I don't know which tank to hook this up to, because I can never remember. I think it's got to be hooked into the last one. So we're going to try that, and hopefully this works properly. I don't know if I finished watching all that one yet or not either. I actually watched him play 7 Days to Die not that long ago when it first came out. It was actually quite interesting. I liked how the buildings worked back then. Like, you just had square shapes, unlike now. So turn it off when it hits 75 and 95. So if we're doing this right, once this tank gets 95, it should open this. Oh no. No, that's not right. We need a NOT gate. That's right. Cancel that. I don't know why. Do we have NOT gates? Okay, we do. So black is in, yeah. Because this hydrogen, the problem is not necessarily getting into our base. I'm not totally worried about that. We'll make a nice base later. But if these pumps start picking up the hydrogen, then it's going to start putting it into our docks here, and then we're just going to keep damaging those. That's what we don't want to happen. Alright, let's see if this works the way we want it to. What? What is going on here? It says a red signal when the reservoir is 95% full. Okay. So, ventilation. What? Okay, so I'm trying to think this through here. Why is this not going properly? Why won't you tell me what you do? Okay, sends a red signal when the reservoir is full until it is less. So it'll send red when it's full. Why aren't you sending a red signal then? Why are you sending a green signal? Well, sends a green signal when the reservoir is less. So the reservoir is over that. What is going on? Something's not working right here. Just 1 second. We're going to save and exit and come back in. Something doesn't seem to be working quite right there. So if I'm reading that right, it says when it's less than it should turn green, but it's over that, so it should be turning red. I like that game for editing because I don't need to edit. I literally just put it up because there's something going on the whole time with that Back to the Future. Okay, so try this again. Excuse me. Because we needed a NOT gate in our liquid one when we did it for the things before. So what is going on? Okay, let's just try to deconstruct this NOT gate and just hook it up. I don't know, we'll have to keep an eye on this, make sure we don't pump all of our gas into space. Oh, now it's got a... Oh, did we hook this up wrong? We hooked it up wrong, that's why. There we go. Not black to black like I had it. That was my fault, I had it hooked up backwards. So we're also trying to get these tied into our batteries down here. Trying to get everything tied into the same power grid. But it's taken a while to build this, we'll have to make sure it's on a high priority afterwards. Okay. What is this set at now? So we'll say 80 and 70. Well, we'll go 70 and 85. How's that? Actually, we can probably go 90. Now, if we look at our ventilation, it is letting gas escape. And this should come back up. Now we just got to make sure that we got this hooked up right. That it's going to drain from this tank first. No, that's the wrong tank. It's got to be... Which tank does it need to be? I don't know if it's the last tank in the system or the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system because it's going to put gas all the way down. Yeah, we got hooked up to the wrong one. Alright, so automation. Let's do that and deconstruct this one. But we will copy settings to that one. There we go. That should fix that issue. Oh yeah, look at our food. We're up to 316,000 calories now. Like, we are just insane with the calories. I don't overly like this guy is just straight decorating. This guy's got 2 downsides. You know what, we'll take the nymph eggs. Mostly just so we get some shells, that's why. I have nobody fancy. I didn't give anybody any names this go around. I don't know if it's the last tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the last tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the first tank in the system. I think it's the fir Yeah, nobody has any names. Maybe when we look at their skills, we can figure that out. So how are we doing in here for temperature? 123, not quite hot enough to turn these things on, but we need more steel. We can only do 2 more, but we'll say do 5 more. So I'm trying to get most of this automated in here. We'll say put that on a 7. Because what I'm trying to do is I also got these kilns here. So when they get this built, because I originally had it out of iron, I screwed up. It needs to be out of steel. It'll feed these kilns, so then these kilns will keep producing the refined carbon and ceramic. And I'd like to set up another. These right here, this was supposed to be our hot storage for digging this area out. Because this area here apparently is 1200 degrees. Why is it 1200? I have no idea why it's 1200 degrees. Like, there's no volcano in here or anything. It wasn't touching the magma. We just have a 1200 degree section apparently. So I had to put a vacuum or vapor lock in and just dig this out in a vacuum so I don't burn my dupes. But what I was trying to do was pick up some of the hot materials and put it in here so that it would heat the area up just off the materials. But I don't know where they were bringing material from, but they were definitely not bringing you the hot material. Like, these are at like 62 degrees. I feel like they got hot from just being in here. Like, none of these are 1600 degrees, so I stopped them from filling these for now. So anyway, we have coal coming in for these, and then I'm going to get this set up to shoot the coal into here to bring it down to coal refinery or coal generators as well. I want to try to get more automation going is what I want to do, so my duplicates can focus on the tasks of building when I give them tasks for building. And we need to fix the priority on this. But it looks like the hydrogen came back up a bit, so we are better there. Like, we will burn through this hydrogen. It's just this vent's going right now. So that's why we're full. But once we run out of this, then that'll change. Or once this turns off, that'll change. We will drain all this hydrogen out again. How's our water doing? Still at 34 degrees, 37 degrees. It is taking a long time to get this water down. Like, we're down to 19 degrees now, but I wanted to get it down to like 0 degrees. All right, let's try to keep on digging over here. These are all told to only dig at like at a 4, so they do those last. I want to prioritize this over here as well. I want to keep digging up. Oh, there's something here. Right, so I have a dig order for that one, so we can figure out what that is. I thought I said we had another one here that I just noticed. I don't remember where that was now. We got a lot of vents on this map. And I would also like to get into space here and try to start doing that. But we need a lot of steel for that. The turquoise, like this color here, that's ethanol. So you said west, north, east, southwest. Right here, yeah, that's ethanol in there. It was sorted in our starting biome. I just haven't done anything with it. There's plants here that can use it, but I haven't been utilizing it for that. Okay, so what can we work on? How hot is it in here? Oh, it's down to a vacuum now. Like, I was wondering if we could put in a steel blue conveyor and bring all the iron down to the bottom here, or down to our main map, or our main building brick. Alright, let's say we'll make 25 then. Keep getting everything done so fast. With this map, it's actually better to build everything out of refined metal than it is our non-refined metal. Oh, prioritize these sort of last. Alright, let's try to get a little Dreckle farm going here, because without it, we're not going to be able to make any more suits. So let's dig all this out. We definitely don't need this big for a Dreckle farm, but 1, 2, 3, 4, and floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, floor. I think what I was having trouble with before was the one speed mod I was using, because like I said, like I was always having trouble with the duplicants not getting back in time to eat, even though they should have enough downtime and everything. I'm pretty sure we fixed that problem. You know, let's just dig this whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and floor. Game's having a hard time saving. 1, 2, 3, 4, floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, floor. We're going to get them to dig the top half, and then dig the bottom half, just so that they have the materials needed. Oh, what is this being built out of? Igneous rock? Oh yeah, there's igneous rock there. Okay, okay. Yeah, so, and then just tell them dig that, and this is going to be a priority 6 to get this top half done. And we'll just go full speed and let them hammer away at it. While that's going, let's see what other duplicates we have. See, because we're... Oh, that's another thing I was working on. Because I think we have one more suit laying here. 1 or 2 more suits, I'm not sure. I think it's just 1 yet. Let's get another dock put in for it. That was suit dock. And power. Okay, so we do have the big long cable, so we can deconstruct these power cables. Otherwise it's going to cause issues. So yeah, we got so many duplicates inside that have nothing to do. That they just hammer everything out instantly. Ventilation, gas pipe, and oh, most of our bristle seed is growing again. That's nice. What was I saying? Oh, let's deconstruct these nasty looking ones that they didn't get done very well. Deconstruct those. Let's put in a few more of those. And let's get those suits brought down here. And we have new duplicant, or new something. So we have another rancher that can't do building errands. That's not the end of the world. These two I don't really care for, or we could just take the curative tablets. We have a fair bit of builders. Have you folded or putted? What? I don't get it. Folded or putted what? Huh? You know, we'll just take Abe. And I wanted furniture, large sculptures, out of granite, because that gives us the most bonus. And we could throw these in. Ventilation. Oh, wait, whoa, what have we done? What have we done? Oh, that is so bad. Okay, so deconstruct. I don't even know what to click to deconstruct there. Let's just let's not deconstruct yet. Let's just do this. I thought that was hooked up to our space vent, but apparently not. Excuse me. Oh, have I golfed or putted? No, I haven't done anything yet. That makes more sense. Got random people sleeping. Just finishing up these fire poles where they're not done. Try to pick their speed up a bit. It just sucks. This one is a long jaunt to get all the way over here. But what do we have? A polluted water vent. Brings out polluted water at 30 degrees, but then it has food poisoning. That's not the end of the world. We can deal with food poisoning. Let's, for the time being, let's just keep building up this ladder. Figure out what else we got going on. Yeah, hammering away at that pretty good. Alright, let's look at our skills, see who else we can get going outside. If anybody. Alright, so we just picked up Abe. We're going to put Abe... You know what? We're going this way. Everybody goes this way first from now on. Nisbet is a rancher. But there we go. Now she can go outside. Same with him. Oh, let's give them their hats before I forget so I know who can go outside. Alright, so these are our two level 7 ranchers, I believe. Hanson and Nisbet. Okay. And we're going to try to fix their priorities a bit too. You art critic. You know, he doesn't really need to ever go outside, but we will let him because we don't know. We might need him to go outside for some reason. So everybody can now go outside except for Abe. That is awesome. What can these top guys do? We can improve your construction with how many extra points you have. Lindsay, you don't have very much in the way of extras. Yeah, that's gonna put you at the limit. Stinky. You know what, Stinky? You're going outside a lot. You can help with the building a fair bit. I want you. You're going to be cooking mostly more than anything else. But you know, if we get another plumber, that might help with some things. All right, if we start going into the magma, we might need a doctor. You probably just need to go into the scrubber. I don't need you knowing the design as well. You know what? Screw it. There we go. Now if I do put a build to design something, I won't have him accidentally doing it. Not yet. He will be. Sorry. Okay, you're 22 and 8. Let's get you doing construction. Or increase your construction. We have to try to figure out who we're also letting do other things. It's just their digging is already so high, but we'll throw it in there anyway. It's because when they're wearing the atmo suits, their digging is like plus 10 or something like that. Alright, so you're supposed to be our Mactronics. You are going to go into these. And that's going to be our first rocket pilot. Boom. Alright. Gene, what is Gene doing? Gene's in construction. And bedside manner. If we do that, you know, we'll leave it at that for now until we get our house either better organized or better decor more than anything is what we want. The decor is not nearly as rough when they're outside of the base. Like the downside effects aren't nearly as bad. So yeah, so we have some people that can't dig up this obsidianite. So they're in here digging, but they can't dig this. So that's why all this is stopped. This row here because they can't dig that. They have plus 10 digging, but it doesn't mean that they can dig the hard tiles. Alright, this game's got really quiet because we're not focused on anything. Let's bring the sound back in. Oh, that's what we're going to build, those salt things. So we're going to replace a few of these beds. Let's just slow this down a little bit. Flip it. We'll put 2 and 1. Alright, so almost all of our bristleberries growing again, which is amazing. Research, is there anything we can even research? Alright, there we go. Something we can research. And let's look at people's priorities. Let's try to fix these a little bit. Get them a little bit more organized. Okay, so we're going to turn... You can never decorate. You're never going to cook. Oh wait, maybe that's when they need to go to bed. Maybe he does need that. And we'll keep you operating on even. So the things that are red are the things that we put them into, which really helps. So yeah, he's a +7 rancher. So he doesn't have anything else because we haven't put him into anything really. Whereas Otto must be high digging. I'm going to put you on supplying and storing. Let's say higher on supplying and tidying. And I don't want you to... I want you to overlook all that stuff. Who's our cook? Ari? Oh yeah, so he's already up way high in that. We're putting him down on a lot of these other things. Nisbet was our rancher, so building and digging are lower priorities, but you can also increase those. And you like decorating. Anson likes decorating. Alright, just trying to get people a little bit more organized. I didn't touch the game volume. It's just when you're zoomed out and you zoom back in, it takes a while for the game to figure out what's going on. And if you're zoomed out and not focused on anything for a while, like the game sounds all disappear. Yeah, it's just nice if they only have to go this far to get the igneous rock to rebuild their ladder. Let's double check this here, see if this is working properly. Alright, our bins aren't emptying out, so I just want to... We have to keep an eye on this that it stops when this bin gets so low. Alright, so what's the temperatures in here? 35, so we will have to regulate the temperature in here a bit. What is the best way to do that? I'm thinking we just set up another thermal actuator. But the thing is, we don't have much in the way of polluted water, because that's the best thing to use for... Yeah, I just barely got to outer space, just so that I could put my vents there for overflow. We haven't dug any of this out yet, really, though. Yeah, we literally just tapped into it just so I could have some more to vent access. So let's check this out. What do we have in the way of seeds and everything? Because we can set this all up with conveyors to try to automate as much of it as possible. So we're out of that, but iron... And we don't have much gold in that, so we'll just say iron, make another 15. Yeah, if we look here, so actually it's easier to look here. Let's slow this down a little bit. 30 hatch eggs and 64 hatchling eggs are all in this pile. Like there's 2 hatches evolving right now. There we go, they literally just evolved. And I have this thing... Why didn't it pick up the meat? Well, maybe it did pick up the meat. So yeah, we have like a constant food supply going on here. We have more food than we could ever deal with. We probably don't need the gristleberry anymore. No, we'll keep the gristleberry. We're just gonna like knock it way back a bit, because we're gonna try to eliminate this, put in better bedrooms or bigger bedrooms. We got so many hatches running around. Research. What else can we research? We have everything up top here. Oh, we're missing the gourmet meals. That's what I'd like to get into as well, is trying to figure those out. But we need... I don't know if they need rocket suits or not to go to space. Or if they just need the Atmos suits. I don't know. But we need more suits. That is the main purpose of this, is first work on suits. And then we can try to build a spaceship eventually. Because we have the stuff. We can build a basic spaceship. We even have enough steel to build. We even have enough steel to build the spaceship. Once I get this dug out, we'll put this on a command, and then we'll put low command on our building as I try to figure out how to organize this Dreco farm. Because I've never actually really built one before. This is all I've ever built for a Dreco farm. Oh, look at that. We cleared up all that hydrogen. That is amazing. Yeah, we got our, like, this is the exact, like, I had it built smaller, but it was not working so well with it just flowing out. So I had to open it up a bit, but this has actually saved a lot on power, because before I'd have 6 pumps in the bottom here. But now I just have 2 pumps to get it down to the very bottom of the base and do our suits. Like, we just cut out what's 4 times 240. 960 watts of power we just cut out. We're doing it this way? Oh, well, at least they can get some exercise. People that are stuck in the base have nothing to do. They eventually run out of shit to do, and they just go run in the wheel, just for the hell of it. Oh, these are built now, so let's get those put in that I was talking about before. The salt, because these don't need any food or anything. They just need chlorine. So we could actually probably hook this up to a vent and slowly let the chlorine back out of these, just to use up the chlorine and do something with it. But I don't think we're going to do that in our base. We'll probably do that somewhere else. But yeah, that's something we can do. Ooh, operating, that's nice, but can't do digging. We're definitely not taking you then. If you can't do digging, you aren't coming into our base. Supplying and farming, but eats more. Eating more isn't really a downside right now for us. But we can't get duplicates out of our base. But if we get them now, once we have the ability to get them out, they should be ready. What new oxygen? Oh, no, not on this one, no. It needs a little bit of tweaking, I think, but because you have the same issue that you have with the other one. Yeah, we'll take this guy. Is that it's still making your base quite hot. Like, it took a while, but our base is like, was it like almost 40 degrees for a little while there. Yeah, up here it's 50 degrees. So it's more, I gotta figure out a nice way to, a better way of cooling earlier on, maybe, I don't know. Well, this lead pipe is, or these pipes are down to 17 degrees. They were at 19 last time. So we're dropping it by 2 degrees. Oh, the steam turbine is finally going. It's producing 287 watts of power. Just because this is finally hot enough in here. Oh, this one's just about barely to start. But we only have one metal refinery in here. Once we get more things going on. Yeah, this base has, or this map has no clay. That's another issue. So the only way we get clay is by these deodorizers. So I don't want to even clean up this polluted dirt. I want to let it sit out and just deodorize it so that we could at least get clay somehow. Because we need clay to make ceramic. So yeah, you can see these grow every once in a while. They end up hitting a pocket of chlorine and they eat it up. But they're going to be in stunted growth majority of their life. Because, yeah, not much we can do about it there. I'm afraid of taking away one of these farms, though. Maybe you could pipe more coils right there. Oh, well, I can't really move my pipe now. Like, right now my pipe is not even functioning that well as is. Like, it's barely keeping these plants alive. I think it's because we're putting in so much heat over here. we're adding so much heat to it. It kind of needs to be on its own unit, but for now this works. It's keeping our plants alive. The hatches don't care about the heat, and our duplicates don't care about the heat. So this here can be a little bit warmer up top as long as we keep our food good. And once we build another area for our food, then it'll be fine too. Okay, almost got this dug out. I just want to be very careful before I dig into space. Like, we need a lot of steel ready, because we're gonna have to like go up and throw bunker doors up super fast. Oh, actually, well, that's another thing I want to get done. Let's prioritize this as well. I want to get this power hooked up. And I'm going to put in like 4 coal generators in here. I'm going to get rid of these ones once I get all 4 built. And they're going to be like the backup power. Like, they only run when there's nothing else going on. Okay, so is this all ready to go? Oh yeah, this is waiting for that power still. What do I want to do with this? So this is going to make oil, and then it's also going to put out, if I remember correctly, utilities. I thought it put out natural gas as well when they vent it. Does it say anywhere? I hope it's natural gas. I'm set up for natural gas. I'm pretty sure it puts out natural gas as well, so we can use that to run parts of our base and then get our oil. I want to put a big pile of oil somewhere in here. I just don't know the right way to go about building it. What do we got going on over here? Oh, picking up lead to finish that cable that I wanted done. That I wanted done a long time ago. You know what, we're not that far from going right to the edge here. Maybe not. I was going to say we could go right to the edge, but if we leave the edge open, we could set it up to later run our power along here and then branch it out wherever we need it. A smart player might do that, but no, we got a volcano right in the middle here. Let's find out what this volcano is. This is the highest priority. I gots to know. I gots to know. Whoa, why do you have so little air? Is it just near the... Oh, it's near the end of the workday, that's why. It was like their blue bar is so low. Then we get these Dreckles going here finally. Because we will have to set up a cooling loop for this as well, because the mealwood can't be above 30 degrees. Oh, we need somebody with super hard digging. I'm like, why did we... Like, that's why he's not doing any of this. Because we need super hard digging to finish this off. This is the one that I'd seen earlier, and it was... But, ooh, I wonder what that is. I actually almost I almost uncovered a chlorine vent, thinking that it was natural gas. Luckily, we kiboshed this idea. Let's make sure we cancel this. Alright, so we have another carbon dioxide geyser. Not that important. I don't think we're going to use it for anything. We can actually get that sealed off right now, and then we don't have to worry about keep coming back here to look at what it is. So let's just dig, and let's prioritize this. We'll just get this sealed up, then because we'll know what it is. We can see it a lot easier, and then we can open it up later if we need be. This puts out boiling liquid at negative 55.1 degrees because it's carbon dioxide. Actually, you know what? Let's deconstruct this one. Cancel these. Okay, apparently cancel those two. I'm just gonna dig it up one more. I don't know why, just because I want to. Dig these two and then prioritize it. I just like the description. Puts a boiling liquid at negative 55 degrees. Oh, we got a sparkle streaker. Bunny doesn't look nearly as happy. He's so happy. I'm just happy to be here, boss. We gotta cancel this one. Yeah, because that's... No, that's obsidian. We can take that. Never mind. Oh no, sorry. I was following you, but I gotta stop following you. Put that one in. Priority 7. And then we'll just seal this off. You're gonna put yourself in there, aren't you? Oh, you did get out. Okay. For a second there, I'm like, he's gonna like dig himself right in there, isn't he? He's gonna pick up something here and then seal it. Nice. Okay, so that's dealt with, and now this is open for business. Look at him go! I seen a bunch of balloons in my base the other day. A couple of cycles ago. Ooh, arbitrary cord. Oh, or the pip. You know what? We're going to take the pip. Because I got plans for the pip. Look at me! I'm the digger! Alright, so prioritize digging all this out now. That's not even on dig order. Boom, but we need to prioritize it all at 7. Otherwise, they will dig themselves into holes because they'll have no ladder to go on because they're duplicates. And if they can screw it up, they will. Alright, so don't know how or what the best way to go about doing this is. Do we just do it in this corner and then like do it all up, or build it near the ladder? I think we're going to do it off to the side and leave a room here for expansion of putting in possible pneumatic tubes. Ooh. Before we get started on that, I want to see if this is finally going. Empty pipe? What is going on here? Okay. Let's follow this. Wait, what? Oh, it's because it's not backed up. Okay, I know what to do. Let's deconstruct that there. And then plumbing. We're just going to do that like that. There we go. Because I don't care how hot the water is when it goes down here. It can be as hot as it wants going to our oil well. Alright. Slowly trying to get everything figured out here. You know what? We're going to do it over in the corner here. We can leave this spine, like I said, for power or gas or whatever we want later on. Alright, now we got to try to figure this out for Dreckles. Because they need mealwood in there to get to be able to be plastic Dreckles later on. And they need hydrogen in there to grow any kind of coat. I'm just going to do it here so we have the ladder to work with. Actually, I'm going to put one tile there. And then farm. Let's put a 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and we're out of dirt. Dang. What do we need to make dirt? This may not go super well. Big brain moves here. You ready for this? Okay, so cancel these. So I learned this the other day. Is this still gonna work? I don't know if this works. I'm gonna try it. Priority 7, just this section. It's a weird little hiccup or glitch in the game that this, when I build this door and deconstruct it, if it's in between two blocks, it should become a natural tile. We're gonna see if this works, if it still works. If it does, we can get our pip in here to plant the mealwood, and then we don't have to take care or harvest the mealwood at all. As long as it's in the right temperature, it will survive. And we've essentially got around having to take care of the mealwood in there. The pipes are still at 17 degrees. Yeah, what's the oh, these are priority 6, aren't they? Or 7? Yeah. No, this should be 6. Oh, we got balloons. Alright, now let's deconstruct it, see if it works. If it doesn't work, I have another idea. Well, the pip shouldn't... Oh, we're not... Well, he eats arbitraries, not mealwood. If this doesn't work, I have another idea. Priority 7. Come on, get this. I want you to just break a door. Nope, it didn't work. I put it there. Let's try priority 7. Let's try it like that. And now deconstruct priority 7. Because I put the little clump up on top. Haha! We got a clump of natural dirt. Alright, so deconstruct, deconstruct. I am a genius. This is going to be a while, but we're going to get this built. Alright, so now we put a tile there and 2 tiles like that. We have it figured out. And apparently this only works with these doors. It doesn't work with any other doors or any other materials. So it's just a little hiccup in the game with these, but we're going to cheat it and use it to our advantage. Now, deconstruct it immediately. We're not going to go far. We're only going to get like 5 tiles here of material. So as long as our pip is still alive by the time we do all this. Oh, it fell through that. Alright, so we need to get these done. This is a really slow process. Alright, deconstruct. Priority 8. Almost done. Yeah, I want to do 4, so deconstruct on 7, these 2. Priority build. That. Cancel that. Little click in the middle of nowhere. One more after this. It's a very slow process. We're probably gone through like 20 days trying to do this, but the thing is, they have to go and try to find the copper ore that's left because there isn't much left. I don't know where the copper ore is that they're getting it, but it seems it's got to be far away. Alright, who's got my last piece of copper ore? I don't know who has it or where it went, but... Alright, sweet. So we got some oil building up in here. Maybe we should get a pit dug out here then. Alright, so deconstruct this for now. Oh, no, no! Why? If a duplicate can screw it up, he'll screw it up. Thank you. How on earth did you manage to pull that off? And then dig. All of that out. Alright, let's see if they finally got that door put in. We'll have to build the next part out of iron. Ah, door's in there. Okay, sweet. So deconstruct. And while they're deconstructing that, we can actually put in the next two tiles. Oh, deconstruction's on like a level, yeah. Level 8, boys! Let's get her done! They actually have they're called mini maps. It's a mod, and literally this section here that I'm digging out, that is probably more than the size of the map. So you have to be like super careful with all your resources, like not waste anything. Deconstruct. So it's definitely not for me. I waste everything. Like right here, like this is a huge waste of stuff, but so if I'd planned this out better, I could have left the floor in, but I didn't realize I was that low on dirt. If I'd realized I was that low on dirt, we could have left a natural floor here and had done it that way. And priority 8, deconstruct. Alright, this is the last one. Boom. Okay, so now we can priority 7, deconstruct that and that. And let's finish priority 7, getting all this done. And alright, how many tiles is this? So that's 7 times 3 is what, 21? 22? 22 plus 33, 55. What's the temperature in here? 30. Ah, it's a little warm. We can actually dig out another row here too. We won't be able to put. We don't need to be able to put a roof on. I just want to make sure the Drecos have enough room to move around. That way, we don't. They don't die from being claustrophobic or something. And then we need to put in the airlocks. Actually, no, we just do that and cancel this one. No. C, cancel. And food. Because if they don't eat meal ice, it has to be the meal wood, so it has to be a plant, apparently. So drop off, and also storage bin. So 2 things. I want this to, for Pip, get our Pip in here, and then we'll get some Drecos in here, but I want that Pip to start planting. So creatures, Pip Squeak. Probably don't have a Pip yet, which is awesome. Alright, now do you think we can find him? Oh, this is going to be horrible, isn't it? Because he can get out. He could be friggin' anywhere. Okay, where is this Pip? Oh! Wrangle. Haha! Just found him. We don't need any of this, so we'll just take the pinch of pepper seed. And do we have anything to research? I'm just researching anything random at this point. There we go. Alright, so once they get him wrangled and bring him in here, I also want seeds, and I just want mealwood seed brought in here. That's like a priority 7. Bring me some mealwood seeds. Oh, and he's hungry. Crap, that's right. I forgot he needs food too. I really don't want him to plant in the arbor acorn in here, because that's going to take up most of the space. You know what? We'll get that done, and after that's done, hello, arbor acorn farm. So once they bring some seeds in there, we'll get him over there to get him planting his own arbor acorns. Oh, here we go. Did you really bring just one seed? There we go. Okay. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Now, deconstruct level 8. Come deconstruct this so that he can get these planted. If he gets one more planted, we'll move him out for now so he can go get himself fed. He should last a while hungry, but it'd be nice if we get at least one more planted. So we're just going to watch him do that. And we can switch this to Dreco and Dreklet. Get off the Pipsqueak. Alright, sweet. He's planting another one, so we can get this up and running. And food. Another critter drop off. And storage bin. Let him start growing some arbor trees. Alright, so critter, pip, and pipsqueak. And get that arbor put in there afterwards. Let's get him over there. We got temperature is a little hot. That's fine. We're gonna fix that. Wrangle again. He might get another one planted before then. If he does, that'd be cool. Oh, he does too. Oh, you're amazing. Sweet. Maybe we get a little pip farm going on over here. Alright, so seeds, I want the arbor acorns brought. I think we only have 2, but do what we gotta do. And hopefully they bring him over here soon. There are hotkeys to switch and change how quickly you move around, but I don't know how to set those up. Is he gonna get one more planted? Probably not. I didn't want to increase his priority, but we might have to. Alright, you gonna move something, or do we just gotta... Come on, plant it. Plant it. You know you want to. It can go right beside. Alright, let's increase his wrangle priority. I was hoping to get one more planted, but... You know what? I am happy with what we got there. That will be fine. We'll get the temperature dropped in there by a few degrees. Like, it doesn't need much. And then this excess... Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this shut off? Okay, it is disabled. Okay, sweet. So it's not because of that's burning through it. Wait. What is the settings on this? Okay, so it's not because that burned through it. That is turned off. Alright, so that should be working properly. Why haven't they wrangled you yet? I put this on Pip and like so they have somewhere to take it, right? Yeah, it's on Pip and Pipsqueak. So we only had one arbor acorn. Okay. Well, we will drop it. We have one arbor acorn to feed this Pip. Oh, no. I know why. Dang nabbit. I don't care that I paused. Nisbet and Hanson are the ones that have to wrangle it, and they can't get out. What do you mean you have no O2? These are running. Okay, as long as those are running, we're okay. It's just taking a while to fill the suit is all. Come on, I don't want Pip to die from hunger. It needs to get that tree planted. Alright, this is the only thing I want done. Somebody come wrangle this thing. Is there a reason why nobody's come to do it? Unreachable, needs skill. Alright, somebody finally got a suit and able to do it. That took forever. Alright, so you did half the job. He still needs taken over to the other area. Right, he can't be dropped off here, right? No, he can't be. Okay. Oh my goodness! Come on, dupes. You did half the job, Hanson. Oh, somebody come to get him finally? Somebody's come to get him finally. Cucaracha, cucaracha. Okay, so what I want to do now is ventilation. Alright, is it worth ventilating this? Utilities. Because there is also a... canister fill and canister empty. So we could do this. This might be the easiest way to do this. If we can find somewhere to put this in. And does this thing need power? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so we'll get that built. If I can zoom out. Get that built, and then we'll put a canister empty in here. And we should just be able to get some hydrogen stowed away in here. You know, to try to prevent the leaking in here, we're going to triple door this. Because I want to lose as little hydrogen coming out of there as possible when we keep going in and out. Some fish fry! Alright, so attack. Gonna have a fish fry tonight. So we got a hatchling in there evolving. Do you have to disconnect so Pip can plant? What? Deconstruct? Oh, no, I don't. Because I just dropped the bin. Everything that was in the bin. So that it could plant it. So, yeah, there's nothing in the bin. Can we see if it's here? Or is it going to be like behind something so we can't see it? Yeah, I can't tell. It's got to be in here somewhere, though. He had to plant it. says he's hungry still, but it doesn't say he's starving. Oh, well, we'll see if he lives. Hopefully he does. Because it'd be nice to get a few more of him. Because, yeah, I want to build a sleetweed farm with him, too. So, room overlay. How big is this room? 68 tiles. So this is definitely nowhere near as big as we could go. Well, they still have those to dig out. No, we will leave it like this for now. Hydrogen. Enable auto bottle. And let's make this like a priority 7. Let's get that hydrogen brought in here. And after the hydrogen's in here, we'll see what our temperature is like and try to figure it out what we need to do from there. So we need a shearing station and a grooming station. We do need power in here. So what can we do about power? You know what, we're gonna, it's so bad, but we're gonna do this. This needs, does this need to be hooked up to water? I don't think it needs to be hooked up to water. This needs duplicate control, but whatever. This is so bad, but we're gonna do it. Alright, so now we need power. If we put in a power trans here, grab our high watt cable, This is so bad. But I think once we get the heat or the temperature down in here a little bit, it won't take much. So is this bringing gas? I've never used this before. No, they're bringing the copper ore. Maybe it takes a while to fill this with... I guess I've never used this machine or this ability before. So it says it has hydrogen ready to go. Ventilation, why is the pipe blocked? Oh! It's not flowing the way it should be flowing. Okay, we can fix that. Ventilation, that's what happened. Oh, no, crap. Ventilation. Go back to the gas bridge. Let's do that. Because right now this pipe here is like, oh, I can only go that way. For some reason. I don't know why, but that's what it's thinking because of this in. So we put this one here, we should be good, and it should split it both directions. Let's just double check. Now we got gas going both ways. There we go. Sweet. Now we're not wasting as much. So why so many doors? Because they're the airlock doors. Every time it opens, it can let gas in or out. But we're trying to minimize that, so the less chance the door being open. So once you get to this door should close. So only a little bit should get through. Hey, we brought the temperature down a degree. maybe not quite a full degree. If it works, it ain't stupid. Like I said, this doesn't need to run forever. We just want it to run enough to get it down to 20 maybe degrees. If we can drop the temperature in here just a little bit, get this mealwood growing. This might not be the best idea. Well, it looks like it's cooling it down up there. It'd be nice if it cooled it off down here a bit, but it doesn't seem to be doing that a whole lot. Alright, now how big is this room? 75 tiles. Just need this mealwood to start growing. Be nice to get a little bit more hydrogen in here, but we don't need much more. Okay, so this is a bad idea. We'll let him try one more time. Alright, no, this is a bad idea. Deconstruct this. The other option we have is grabbing utility, temperature shift plate. Do this the real cheaty way. Just make one ice temperature shift plate. I do still want some more gas brought in here, and we can start bringing in the Drecos, I think. Where do we have a group of Drecos we can just grab and bring over here? This one here. Don't bring any critters. Oh, the arbor tree's starting to grow, so he did plant it. Just got to hope that he has something to eat off of before he dies. Alright, so we got these Drecos in here. So those are the ones, we'll grab these two to begin with. We'll try to get all these guys over here. So dig this section up first. Priority 7 all this. And then wrangle, and where did the other one go? There's two in, oh, right there, wrangle. Oh, so our mealwood is now growing. Nice, I like it. I'm glad that worked. The temperature actually dropped quite substantially in here. We're down to 24 degrees, whereas we were at 31 before, so that is nice. We'll just let that water sit there. It'll keep it cool a lot longer. So the Drecos will climb around all over in this area, but because we have a pocket of hydrogen up here, while they're up top, hopefully that's when their coat will grow, because they need the hydrogen for their coat to grow. But they need the mealwood to be able to eat. It's kind of the mealwood can't be in hydrogen, so it's kind of we gotta try to figure it out there. Of course, you have to drop them where you can't get at them. But we can wrangle this one up too. Because yeah, those are the only ways we can get our fiber. Because I've been playing this game for 25 250 cycles now, and I have not got one thimble reed. Alright, let's check these duplicate skills. We got a lot of people that can learn a lot of shit. So what was Harold? Harold was farming and carrying, apparently. Okay. Abe, not quite to getting outside yet. Otto can do construction. Yeah, construction. We got a couple of diggers. Like this one here. We got a couple of diggers. Mactronics, you're good where you are. You're our first. You're gonna be our first pilot, Ellie. Wait, where's Ellie? She's our first pilot. Changing her name to Earhart. Whoa. We got so much digging that can still get done. Okay, sweet. So this definitely needs to be taken care of. Okay. So slow this down. Oh, deconstruct that. That should be built out of steel or something. But priority 7, getting my pit finished. Then we are going to plumbing. That pump here, we'll build it. Can we build it out of gold amalgam? Is that going to overheat? I don't think so, because it should be good to 125 gold amalgam. So plumbing, gold amalgam, and we will put this in here as well with a liquid pump. I just want to dog-leg it over one, and we will throw in a liquid vent here. So the idea is that we can put the oil to our refinery and just stockpile the crap out of it here as well. Priority 7, getting rid of this thing. So yeah, it is producing natural gas, and right now we are venting that natural gas. We're not putting that to space, are we? No, we got it hooked up to some natural gas things right here. So sweet. We got so much going on that we can't keep up. Oh man, this sounds like my life for this game. I'm always like trying to get so much going, and I'm like always so far behind at getting it going. Okay, so these guys are not even wrangled anymore. So wrangle. That one's still calling for a wrangle. Wrangle. Priority 5. All that. What is going on? Priority 5, this. And this. And this. So what are our pipes at? 18 degrees. Yeah, we just can't quite get them cooler. I think we're trying to run this loop a little bit too much. 19 degrees here. How hot is our water? Yeah, our water's still at 33 degrees, 32 degrees. It's getting cooler. Alright, so they finally got rid of that. So ventilation. gas pump out of gold amalgam like that. And I would like to put in a few reservoirs for that natural gas so we're not wasting it. I don't want to waste it. Lots of build, lots going on all the time. Prioritize getting this done though. This one can wait. This one can be a 5, this gas pump. Because there's like milligrams of gas up here, but this thing is just underwater all the time. Yeah, 75, you know what, we can turn that to 80. So it won't call for someone to release the backup pressure until 80. And it's run out of power. Why have you run out of power? What? How are we out of power? We just don't have enough batteries to hold the power the whole time. But are we connected up here? Yeah. Wait, what is why? If these batteries are that low, why is this telling them to turn off? That makes no sense. That is all connected. This one. Oh. You know what? We will set this lower. So actually higher, I mean. Turn on it, the batteries get down to 50%. There we go. Oh, we got Drekos! Look how naked he is. So we can disable this, disable auto bottle of that. And we've got some more reed fiber. So when they're up top here, they should be growing their coat slowly. So yeah, scale growth 0.3. When they come down here, stunted scales, and they'll stop growing. I like it. I think that farm will work. So yeah, no longer stunted scales. So it'll keep going back and forth. But for the most part, I think that's going to work. How's this guy doing? Still says that he's just hungry, which isn't bad. What is his room size? 160 tiles. Let's try to cut this room size in half, just so that we can take care of him. What is that? 18. We can go to 24. So if that's 18, this is 19, 20, 21, 22. 23, 24, and there. Cancel these ones. So now if we look at our dig, that should be 24 by 4. So that's the maximum size a room can be. This is my only arbitrary seed, so as he eats it, there's a chance of seeds to fall, and if they do, then he'll plant more. But the reason I wanted to put that in, so I can get this station, the grooming station, means I got a lot of running around to do, so they can groom him. Once he's groomed, he has a higher chance to lay eggs, and so hopefully we can get a few more pips going, because we can actually turn all of this into a big arbitrary farm. Do we need it? No. Do we want it? Yes. Just so we can say we have it. Alright, so this is dormant now, yeah? So again, these have all turned off. We've gone through all of our water. So what I'm thinking, because right now this is hooked up to that salt water. That works underwater, but this doesn't. Like that vent won't. So let's priority 8 getting this built so we can get that water dumped out. Right now it's just overflowing into there, which isn't the end of the world. I don't want it in there, I want it in here, but oh, so I also want to throw in yeah, so this won't work now because it's flooded, which is fine. But I'm going to put in an automation sensor with a hydro sensor. I'm going to put that one tile up and across to there. And I'm going to tell this not to turn on until the water level gets to 800 kilos. So the reason being is that once it hits 1,000, that's when it wants to build the third tile. So if this one tile here is at 800, we won't have to worry about hitting the third tile and wrecking that vent. Is what I'm going with. So we have it backing up to the oil refinery for now, which is fine. That's the other thing we're going to do. We're going to try to build a awesome oil refinery, something I've never done before. I'm not going to get it done tonight, that's for sure. But I just realized how dark it is in here. Holy crap, my bad. That's a little bit better. So what I was going to show you is oil refinery. It will be under refinement. Oil refinery brings in 10 kilograms of crude oil per second, and it puts out 5 kilograms of petroleum, and then a bunch of natural gas. So right now that natural gas is just seeping out. We're not being able to harness it like we are here. That's something we'll deal with later. What? Oh my goodness, I thought this door was closed. You're not supposed to be able to get in there. Why is this overheating? This hasn't overheated in forever, and now it is. I'll have to put a steel one in there later. And nobody was supposed to be able to get in or out of there. Our food is slowing down. So I don't know if that's more from food being wasted from not being eaten in time, or if we are actually starting to keep up with our food. I don't know the numbers on it. So we definitely aren't getting rid of our hatch farms yet. How are we doing on raw minerals? Oh, look. Igneous rock, 1,600 tons. Granite, 2,500 tons. We got lots. I don't know how many Drekels we can get in here, or Drekos. Oh, deconstruct. What? Why are we still one? Why are we still bringing gases? It's fine. Like these will stay separated. That just means that this whole area will stay. If they're up top here, I guess there's a pocket of oxygen. If they're up top here, they'll be growing. But we can wrangle him. I guess as long as this doesn't say that they're crowded, we can keep bringing more in. Yeah, we gotta get that deconstructed so they don't keep bringing in more gas. And maybe disable this building. Disable building. Awesome. Okay, so how is our water temperatures doing? 17. We can't get below that 17. I think it's just because of how big our loop is. But this is constant, still putting out the crap load of iron. We'll just say do another 20. The reason being is that or steel rather. If you look, it takes 70 kilograms of steel or of iron to make 100 kilograms of steel. We are using refined carbon and lime as well, but the steel is way better than the iron for heat and everything. So essentially we make more metal by turning it all into steel. So we do, like I said, we use up our other resources, but coal, 215 tons of coal. I think we're good on coal. Sweet, we're starting to... Oh, just all the natural gas vented back into here. But that's fine. We can actually deconstruct this one here. We'll fill up these tanks. This is going to be a slow process to get those ever built. What's the temperature in here? 104. But it's in a vacuum, so that means that... Oh no, it's not idle. I was going to say that must mean this is gone. But this is no longer being needed. We could just go in there and deconstruct it, but I don't think there's any need right now. And two. Okay. Debating about opening this up, but how much steel do we have? Manufactured 6.4 tons of steel. Because we need steel for the bunker tile and the bunker doors. No, we're just going to dig off to the side here and try to deal with everything over here. So dig. Let's make sure you guys don't fall. We got balloons. Yeah, this is all granite in here too. Granite and igneous rock. We got enough to feed our guys forever. Wait, why are we digging that? Well, that's priority 5. We'll bring that back down to a 4. If I ever don't have you guys doing something, then you can do that. So I'd rather you guys be coming up here to try to connect and see what all we have. Oh, 800, and if it's above 800. Oh yeah, look at all that natural gas we have in there. So much natural gas. 6 kilos. Kilos! But it's nice though, the crude oil is above here, but it's not pouring out anymore like it was before. We do need more batteries, I think, because we keep running into where we all of a sudden run out of power, but let's get this all done. We got to stay below the top surface here so that we don't get hit by meteorites, but I want to get to one edge and then kind of figure out how this works, because like I said, I've never done this before. The space part of this game is real touch and go for me. That always seems to be about where I start screwing up horribly. How close are you guys to getting your coat back? 12%, 13%. All right, that's not too shabby. Let's get these other suits made up, I guess. Out of iron. We'll say make 5 suits when we have the materials, get them made. And if that's the case, we can get a few more of these, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these built, 8 of these built. Alright, so that's stations. Get 4 more put in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power. Conductive wire. We already have it all the way down there. It's like we knew we were going to go that far. Gas pipe. So I don't know where we put this. I guess we can check this out. You know, we could just take some nice cool water. What we have, if we look at our research here, oh, our researcher isn't researching. Why is that? He should be like our 3rd person here. Priorities on research. We'll super prioritize research, downgrade farming, and a lot of this other stuff. That's right. Anyway, I was looking at the research. Because we have all these things to learn. But I don't know how we learn these for sure. Conducts interstellar research using telescopes and research modules. Telescope, space scanner. Oh, here's our research module. Okay. So we gotta go research before we do anything else. Sorry, I have no idea how any of this stuff works. Yeah, I don't know why they never keep picking them, why they don't pick them up. It doesn't have anything to do with the size of the room. Like, oh, I guess they can't get to him. Yeah, I thought we've tried to wrangle this one before. I think it might be like before they just never got to it and then they end up falling back. How's our Pip doing? Are they grooming him now? Yeah, he says he's groomed. And happy. Happy, happy, happy. I don't see any Pip eggs in there. But he's still hungry because this tree is not grown yet. But he's not starving. That is the main important part. He's not starving. Alright, I was going to fix that. Options. Is it data collection? Nope, wrong one. Back. Oh, I'm sure it's in options. Game? Ah, here we go, game. Wait, what? Oh yeah, right here. Every 10 cycles. There we go. Now we won't keep saving and freezing up the game with every save. Yeah, but they got him this time. Maybe the third time. The third time's the charm. They got him. So you can see their scales are starting to grow back. What are they at for percentage? 20% grown? Did we get any of these suits made? We got some suits made. Sweet, let's throw those in the bins. The more dupes we can get out doing things, the better it is. There we go. This guy's just cooking up a storm. We could put a light in there. A light is supposed to increase productivity. What if we just do a lamp? Put the lamp, it just barely hits them. So we'll put a lamp right there. So if we click on them, it should say lit workspace. So plus 15% work speed for being in a lit workplace. Place is lit. So cooking should get done faster now. No. Oh shit, no it's not. It's gonna back up on us. Alright, let's that's why this other pit was here. And that's actually the other thing I was thinking about. That's the other thing I was thinking about. Was we could dig this out and have a pit of this polluted water and clean that polluted water and use it just to do all of our oil down here. That's the other thing I was thinking about. So we will move this ladder over. Say about this water pit doesn't need to be that big. But do we make it that big just for the hell of it? Yes, we will put it here. Oh no, sorry, oops. Cancel that for now. I'll put a dig order. Like that. Like that. Like that. Cancel all this. Does it need to be this big? No. Alright, so that can get all done. And then once that gets done, we can dig this out, let it pool water in there, and we'll figure out how best to deal with running it to all these areas. Instead of using the saltwater one, that saltwater one can go to our main base then. I think so. I put a video up of it. I was happy enough with it. It's just on this map we have nowhere to leak our polluted water to, except for doing it like this. Our whole loop here, actually? Oh shit, is this all backed up? Is that why this isn't working? Oh no, it's not. Okay, it's just how fast we were going, we couldn't see it move. This whole entire cooling loop that we put in, that was entirely put in off of piss water. That all came off of our bathroom. Yeah, so I'm cooling the duplicants with their own piss is what I'm doing. Well, they finally sheared him. This meal was coming in slower than I thought it would, but it's also because it's it was naturally planted opposed to being planted in a tile, because I've never naturally planted them before. Alright, now let's... Do we dig up on the end? Or in a bit? Guess we'll try to do it here. Like, I don't know the best way to do these rockets. I guess I could watch a video on it, like I've done for most of the other things I've seen and done, but we're gonna try to test these rockets out. See if we can't figure them out. Yeah, I've been having no issues with this speed one. Like this speed mod that I'm using, we can't change or can't choose the angle. What was I going to say? We can't choose change the speed like the other one. Like the other one, I could say run 6 times or 5 times fast. This one, it's already preset, but maybe that's why it works better. Water's down to on the bottom here, we're down to 29 degrees. How's the start of our cooling loop? Down to 14. So it was just, it's fighting the temperature of this so much. Trying to cool down is the issue. But because we have none coming in, it's finally starting to get ahead. So if we can get this water down to 20 degrees before it starts heating up again, we might be okay. Oh, did you hear that? You can hear the rockets hitting up top. Alright, so he keeps going back for igneous rock. Do we have any igneous rock here? No, so what we can do is cancel all this. Nope, we're not going to be able to get all the way up anyway. So I'm going to redo it with where's our mafic rock? That's what I wanted. Redo it right there with mafic rock, and then dig a little chunk out like that, just so they don't have to go quite as far. Same with this one here. Then we dig on either side. So right here, this is starting to take damage from meteors. So we're gonna have to be careful here. Yep, they can pick him up from inside and put on a suit, yep. Alright, so we got a new printable. Look at that, I don't have to go all the way back. Oh, we're taking the line, because that's what we were always falling behind on here is line. That's another thing we should do. We should try to start a Pokeshell farm. Diluted dirt and raw piles. Because we'd get a lot of shell if we had a Pokeshell farm. Oh, crap. Yeah, I was trying to put in a layer for my base, but I just kept screwing up my duplicates. I think the easiest thing for our base is literally start over. Dig out a whole section, like even here is fine. Try to compact it as much as we can. Get it all prepped and everything, and then get them to come in, and then we can demolish all this. Plastic is not going so well at the moment. We could start working on it. Do we even have... Oh yeah, we got a little bit of petroleum backed up in here. But that's the biggest thing, is that we need petroleum. And we're slowly just starting to get working on this. Empty pipe. Oh yeah, because we're out of water up there now. That's why I want to get this one going. Because up top we're fighting with getting water to our base and doing this one. Whereas if we just do this one, then we're not fighting with trying to get water to our base. So if we build just a small base where it's literally just beds, bathrooms, and eating, the hatches and everything they can do while they're in suits. If we reorganize everything to be more efficient. Oh, and I was talking about the petroleum before. So yeah, when we put it through the oil refiner, we only get half of it out for petroleum. But if we utilize a volcano, which we have right here, let's just look at crude oil here. So we'll open my book. Crude oil. It's a liquid. If we get it up to 400 degrees, it turns into petroleum. And it'll turn straight into petroleum. It won't turn into natural gas as well until... It'll turn to sour gas once it hits that temperature, but... Yeah, natural gas... It won't produce any natural gas, it'll just turn straight to petroleum. So we'll get 1-to-1 for our oil. So you can go through a lot of work to get to natural gas if you want. So you could do what I'm saying, turn it into petroleum, and then heat it up to sour gas, and then cool it to methane, at minus 161, and then heat the methane. Wait, what? Oh yeah, then heat the no. What? This doesn't make any sense. So methane, it turns into a liquid at 161.5, then turns into natural gas at minus 165? That can't be right. That's got to be when this freezes into methane. Yeah, that's what they mean. So you go through a lot of work to turn into natural gas if you want, but we don't need the natural gas. The petroleum would be plenty. Plant is 71% grown. He's just glum. He's not starving. That's what we want to make sure. It's just never starving. You know, if we were smart, we'd put all the farms in one spot. But this is... I wasn't thinking when I built this. I was trying to rush it and trying to figure out what we could do. Oh, I seen a meteor. Yeah, we have food decaying like crazy and people being idle. Alright. How is this coming for our steel? Oh, we can actually get like 8 more things of steel done. That's nice. $286, $242. We just got so many errands going on. What's priority in here? Let's increase this to 5. Then we get our natural gas generators going. Power. I was also talking about putting in more batteries. Let's just... they gotta be made out of steel though. Let's just fill this up with batteries on this row here. And we could put in a couple plastic presses. That's under refinement. Polymer press. Let's, no, we could do, let's flip it. 1. 2 like that. Power. It's actually better for us to use this stuff for the power. And then plumbing, this is where this gets tricky. Oh no, we already have petroleum up here. Sweet. So all we need to do is tie the petroleum in like this. And then ventilation. We know we have a gas vents going right to space here. So we just gotta tie into... Oh, these ones right here. Oh crap. Deconstruct and cancel this one. Those got to be built out of steel. It was already dying from the heat in here. Alright, so they deconstructed that. Slow this down to medium speed. Refinement. Alright, this time it's going to be built out of steel. Put that right there. Shipping. So built out of steel. Alright, so we want to get the plastic out of here. Is what I'm thinking. As soon as it makes plastic, ship it the hell out. Where can we put plastic though? I've never used the conveyor part before, but we'll just put this here, and yeah, we'll just ship plastic out, up and out. So conveyor. Good enough. This guy's almost got all his stuff back. 60% grown. I don't know how high we can build. I honestly have no idea. Space Cadet, that's what I've been looking for. Guessing this needs to be in space, obviously. I'm not saying I can't build it here, that's just weird. I can't until I can. So I don't know how high up I can build, but we're going to build up. And then we're going to just put bunker doors across as far as we can. And then come back down with a bunker tile. So we'll try to like make like a section need about this big in here is the idea. I want to go about this far over with bunker tile and bunker doors and try to work inside that for now is my idea. Well, that's cool. You can actually see the vole moving around inside the rock. Because these guys can burrow into the rock like that. Poof, we just popped in and out. And that's actually cool. You can see where they are when they move around. Alright, so we got a new printable. We could take ethanol. You know what? We're going to take the ethanol. Why? Because that's the first time I've ever got ethanol in a package. Alright, this tree is 82% grown. So he should be... Is he groomed? Yeah. He's still... Oh, he is tamed. He's at 87% for laying a new egg. What is his health at? Oh, age 22? He might lay 2 eggs before he dies. 2 or 3. If he ever gets food to eat. Yeah, that's going to take forever to build a natural arbitrary farm down here, but we can try. Like I said, I don't know what we're going to use it for, but we can do it. Oh, wait, what? Why did somebody make a mess? Oh, they buried themselves in here because of the regolith. Holy crap, if they ever buried themselves in here. Dig command like 8. Come get him out of there. He can't leave because the tiles or the ladder's buried. Alright, now he can get out of there. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so right there, that's as high as we can build. We can't build past that. So let's throw this ladder all the way up. Cancel this top one. And bunker door. Actually, we don't even need to go over there because we can't go past that anyway. Let's put bunker door. And then this can be bunker tile this way. Right? No, you know what? We'll do bunker door all the way across. I don't know why. Oh crap, okay, so cancel. If we're gonna do bunker door all the way across, let's actually make sure it reaches from end to end. Bunker door. And we need to tile. I don't know if this is better with a duplicates with the rocket suits, maybe? Maybe they could just fly up here and do this? I don't know, but I also don't know if this guy will die if he gets hit by a rocket, so... So yeah, we're going to get the bunker doors put in. We're going to try to get some automation for them so we can open and close them as need be to protect everybody and everything. I hear a lot of weird noises while we're in the space here. This could be my first bunker door I've ever built. This guy passed him. That's how quick they are at building. Alright, alright, alright. Intensely bright. That probably raises their morale. Intensely bright, yeah, it increases morale a bit. Alright, let's slow this back down. Let's see how things are going on down here. We got our first generator put in. Awesome. I'm going to deconstruct this mesh tile. So I want to throw in 2 of these bad boys. Flip it around, put it there like that. So yeah, they're trying to build all these temperature shift plates behind, so that's what's taking forever. So I also want to throw slicksters in here eventually, if we ever can. But we don't have any slicksters at the moment. Slicksters, they eat carbon dioxide, so they just live off carbon dioxide and produce oil. So that's a nice little handy thing. This is almost done. We just got so many things we're trying to get done all at once here. I'm just excited to get him to get the space here. Look how high I can go. Coming back down. After a certain point, you can't even tell that you're moving up anymore. Just that moon goes away. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't go any farther. Alright, so we have no other volcanoes there. Are our plastic presses going yet? What do you mean you have no power? What? There's a power cable right there. You should be like right on it. Oh my goodness. That didn't get I got canceled when I clicked cancel, that's why. And ventilation? Yeah, our ventilation didn't get put in. There we go. Oh, critter starvation. My Pip is starving. No, he's gonna die. But he did lay an egg, so the next one might survive off of him. It says he has 10 days, but I did like how they tagged his ear now that he's tamed. That's funny. Alright, so it has 10 days before he starves. Hopefully that produces a branch before then. If not, the next Pip will live on in his name, I guess. How is our temperature doing? Oh, this water's down to 16 degrees. Our bin is down to 26 degrees. So what is it coming out here at then? 13. Nice. Once we get more stuff going on in here all the time, like our power's actually being generated in here, I have room to throw in more steam turbines just to keep it cool in here. By cool, I mean below 170. Okay, so it'd be nice to get these finished. There's so many things that'd be nice to get finished. Oh, we got all our steel done that we could. Let's just put this on another 30, even though we can only build 2 for now. Just because we're so low on eggshell. Where would we find eggshell? What is that under? Organic? Yeah, so we don't even have an eggshell. So the next best place to find for lime, just because that's what we're fighting for the most, is just getting our lime, is fossil. So we got a little bit of fossil here we can dig up. What else do we got? Some fossil. Ooh, we got a lot of fossil in here. So let's throw some stairs in here. We can't even dig all this out if we wanted to. There's a lot of nutrium, or whatever they call it in here. We can't even dig. Not building that one tank on the west. Let's have a look. Is there a reason they're not building it? Oh, because there's no floor there. They won't build it unless it can be set on top of something. Just like if we put this here, we can then throw in our other two tanks, which we don't really need right now. Those are going to be full enough. Once they get that one built, then all the gas is going to go down to this tank. Okay, so polymer presses are in. There's no power here yet. I forgot that. I overlooked that. Heavy conductive wire. Let's just do that. Everything in here is going to be heavy conductive wire. It doesn't matter. It saves me from putting in transformers. And this, I only want manufactured material, plastic. So we're going to get the plastic made and get it out of here. I'm pretty sure plastic has a decent melting point though. Plastic. Railroad book. Yeah, it doesn't melt to 160. And, well, this room is 120 some, but this room shouldn't get any hotter than 140, 145. That should be about where it stays, I imagine. We do need to put in, actually, we need to put in a lot more water. We got 9 kilos of steam. That ain't right. We need more water. We'll tap into this once this starts going again, and we'll stop it at the bottom. Drecos are going. Did we get enough to finish all of our buildings? No, we still got 2 that haven't been delivered. Oh, somebody made a mess. That's right. I forgot that guy was trapped with his regolith. He buried himself in. Ooh, lime. Just straight taking the lime. That makes my steel. Alright, back up to our top here. So this can still easily get damaged by meteors just coming. So we'll just do that, and I think... Oh, nope. Cancel that one. I think this should be good for now. And that's all of our steel. If we can get that built to there, then we'll put bunker doors down the side here for now. And that should be good enough for the time being. You know what? I really want to start using this volcano too. Except I don't know if I know enough on how to do that. Oh, he must have ate. Nope. Starving in 8 cycles. Oh, it's finally growing. Now it's going to start growing branches. Oh. Yeah, he might not make it. Do we have any more seeds? No, our Reacorn. That was literally our only one. I could have swore I had another one before, but maybe I picked something else. Yeah, Pippi's still alive. He's got a couple cycles left. 7.6. Let's see if we get a branch before then. I'm thinking about on what to do with this volcano and how to even start with it. Like, I've seen things for it, but I don't know if I can pull it off. You know what, we're gonna try. Oh, look at that, that's carbon dioxide. Oh no, it's crude oil. Crude oil? How did I end up... Oh, I know how I ended up with crude oil over here. I know exactly how. I had overfilled this. So that's why there's still some crude oil even sitting in here from trying to mop it up. It took a long time to deal with. Oh, but the volcano's going to erupt here soon. We can actually check this out. See, I would like... Here we have 42 kilograms of steam. In the other room we only have 9. I'd like to get it to about 25 kilograms of steam. Here she goes. So all the water gets eaten up. Refined iron is only at 137 degrees, but it's supposed to be coming out at 2,500 degrees. Just waiting for the steam to heat up. There we go. It's just starting to kick it in. It's not quite there. 128 for the steam here. We might have to put in another temperature shift plate. Boom. Oh, like I said, like it's just not quite there. We might have to put in one more temperature shift plate. There, we're producing 282 watts of power. 284. This is going to erupt in another 1.2 cycles. What's our iron at? Iron's at 150. So yeah, that's just free power off this volcano. Not much, but when we can get it if we can get it when it's there, we can definitely utilize it. Batteries aren't quite full. Yeah, they're down to 17 with 40 rooms, so it's not like it's wasted power. It's nice. I like it. That is like that is the easiest setup I've ever seen for these volcanoes, for the metal volcanoes. Like some people's videos I've seen, like they have a lot of work going into them, trying to cool the metal down. But this seems to be the easiest for that I've seen. Being that metal instant already came out and it's already down from 2,500 degrees to 150. That seems pretty straightforward to me. Treco scales is fully grown. We can harvest them again. Nice. It means we can eventually start making more murals, more pictures too. Murals, that's what I meant to say. Water's 14 degrees here. Ooh, our cool down is 25. Yes. Okay, I keep looking at this volcano. I want to use this volcano. I don't know if I want to go right to the edge of the map or build it here. I think I'm going to save the edge of the map here as much as I can, because I seen a really cool video which was probably took a lot of time to do, but alright, we're going to try to do this. Oh, I really don't know what I'm doing here for sure. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cancel that one. We can go right to this abyssalite. That would be awesome. Oh no, cancel this one. We can go like this right to the abyssalite. We can use the abyssalite. Oh yes, we can use the abyssalite to keep this whole area from getting the rest of the area hot. Okay, that's awesome. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm trying to think how this works. So the whole idea is you build up a big pile of magma in here, and then, like I've showed you before with like the water, there's a certain. Actually, we can dig this out here. And cancel this one for now. Put in a little ladder so you can get up here. And I'm building a priority 7. So anyway, sorry. Like I showed you before with the liquids, they all have like a surface tension, which adds to some tricky things in the game, especially when you get 2 types of liquid. But so the surface tension for the magma, when it only has 1 tile space, so if I put that tile back in there, when it only has 1 tile space, it should only reach 10 squares. So this will be all built up in here. Actually, we'll move this back if we give it a little bit more room. So cancel this. We'll build it back a bit more. But yeah, so when it only has 1 tile of space, it can only branch out or leak out 10 tiles. So we get 1 little tiny driblet out of that 10th tile, which is what we're trying to accomplish here. And then with that 1 little tiny driplet of igneous rock or magma, depending on what state it's in, we're going to use that to heat up a pool of crude oil till it flashes to petroleum. And then we're going to have like a zigzag pattern of the petroleum coming out with just open, not piped or anything, and then have piped crude oil going back against it like a counterflow to sort of heat up before it gets into the pool so it flashes immediately to petroleum. And then also cool the petroleum that's near the end on the way out. It's going to be a bit of work, especially being that we're building it inside of a frozen biome here, but that's where our volcano is, so I guess we deal with it. Super tricky. How is this going down here? Is this all dug out? This is all dug out, so we can dig this out. Oh, we got that. We can dig. You know what? We can dig this right down to the abyssalite. Because the abyssalite is the only solid, perfect conductor in the game. And then we also have this whole area here with like melting igneous rock. Like this is 1800 degrees, or 1300 degrees, sorry, in here. I don't know why it's so hot in there. So what we did here, we're going to do over there as well. But we could dig all these things out too. Just cancel these few spots so when they are digging it, I don't have to go babysit them. There's 270 watts of power. Alright, so is this all done? No, they haven't built the construction rail yet. That's good. Plastic's at 106 degrees. You know what we can do with that plastic? So we could do it out here too, but well, let's do this for now. Use a bit of plastic. We haven't learned plastic stairs yet? Come on, who's doing this research? Alright, so priorities. Who else can research? Earhart can research. Let's put her on higher priority for researching. Must be I just have so many other things that are calling for high priorities. Why are you holding your ears like that? This is not overpressurized in here. Yeah, this is actually still under pressure. That was weird. This is dormant for another 11 cycles. Our water supply will be good till then. Actually, what we should do is fix it so we're not wasting the water down below. We're just going to run down below off the other one. So plumbing, plumbing overlay. So there was something else I wanted to put water into. I don't remember what it was. Oh, we want to feed water into here. So let's deconstruct that. And then plumbing, once it does get fired up. How hot is it over here? Sure, hopefully it'll be fine. We'll find out. There's just nothing being done over here for heat. It's all right in this corner. Alright, so these are now finally done as well. Ventilation. So I wanted to do was hook it up from this one here. We don't need to worry about that yet. Not till we have constant coming in. So I actually like this design for this one. So we're going to try to do that for the other ones we have. So we have one here. That was going to be awkward because it's just going to fill up with everything. Oh my goodness. Who made this mess? Alright, let's leave that one for now. Do we have another oil well, or is that our only 2 oil wells? That might be our only 2 oil wells. Damn it, we have to use it. Okay, well, to use it, I'll deal with it later. We don't need to worry about it at this moment. We still have crap load of iron going on. Let's make sure that's a high priority. It only takes 1 duplicate to do it, so we'll high prioritize that. So we had a few meteorites that have come in already. You know what? I don't want to risk that. Let's put this here. And then bunker tile. Not enough materials. We are out of steel. Alright, that as far as we're going with steel. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there for now. We started working on this. The steel's going to take a while to get replenished. Hopefully we get more to do rockets here soon. It's just a matter of trying to get more lime, which is hard because we're only getting lime from our eggshells, which we are going through as many as possible. We are trying to go through a lot of eggshells, but we're using them up as fast as we can get them. Until we can find another source of lime, but I don't think that's going to happen unless we go to space, and I don't even know if space has lime. I don't know what we find in space. I haven't done space. I just know we can get awesome space metals. And awesome space metals mean really, really high temperature things. So like this whole... I've seen people do this whole... I don't think the game's trying to save. Let's hit another 10 cycles. The whole volcano backflow petroleum thing I want to do. I've seen them do that with just the thermal regulators once they get their space metals, because then they don't have to try to deal with a volcano. But that seems to be not going to happen for us anytime soon. Oh, 285 kilos of steam in this one. This one is I definitely put a lot more water in this one. So yeah, I'm probably going to end it here. I'll work on cleaning up. Trying to get everything tidied up, get more dug out. And hopefully, yeah, we can get into space next time. Alright, thanks for hanging out.